I'm pretty sure that my camera has got that hum on it right now at this moment, and I think it's getting louder. I've ordered another camera. These are not expensive cameras. This would be about the fourth or fifth one I'm going through. I can get them used. But I'm going to still make a video, not about Earthstreak honeymoon, uh, not about, well, about something different. So that if this video doesn't work very well, it won't really matter that much. I have stopped posting regularly debriefings of my trips to Roaring Spring. And this isn't going to be a complete debriefing either. But yesterday, something happened which really needs, I need to get the word out for my own excitement partly. I stopped at Mervin's. He's my Dutch teacher, Pennsylvania Dutch teacher. And I'm not studying Dutch at the moment in the summer. I'm too busy, he's too busy. But, uh, but I like to stop there, just check on him, say hi, because I'm going through. When I pulled up, I saw he was in his shop because there was an electric fluorescent light in there. And so I went to the shop and opened the door, and he said, "It must be Wednesday." And I said, "Yeah, he was busy working on using his machinery. He's building a chest, he called it, drawers, I think, below and shelves above out of oak. He showed me the drawing. And anyway, I'm sure it'll be a gorgeous piece of work. He's building it for family members. He says he's got to build two of them. Uh, this cat's getting old. But anyway, one of the things I wanted to show him was this picture. Because I had told him before that I was trying to give away a sawmill, but that I only had it in parts. I was going to have to re-wood everything, but that I had all of the parts. And I told him that it looked like the Amish, that they probably weren't going to take me up on the offer. I think that's certain. It looks like too much work for them, of a kind that they don't really do that much. They really are, horse-drawn farmers. Whereas the Mennonites, who also speak Dutch, they farm, but not necessarily horse-drawn. And many of them are craftsmen. The ones who aren't able to farm are craftsmen of various kinds. Mervyn, for example, is a cabinet maker. All his life he's been that. And he's got this incredible shop. He's 82 years old, 2 years older than me. But he's healthy. He's bigger. He's stronger than me. Maybe a little bit more fragile than I am, but not really. Anyway, when he saw that, he almost immediately began to light up. And I was explaining to him what it was, and he studied it. And I said, I'll just rebuild it myself, I think. Rewood it myself. I may not have time to finish, but I still would like to give it away. And I'd said I'd give it away if as long as it would stay in Dutch Corner. But now I added, or Halter Creek Hollow would be okay too, because I go through here all the time. I would like to help set it up and work with it some. And he was putting stuff together, and looking at this and asking me, or I said, "I've got the wood," and he said, "Is it dry?" And I said, "Well, it's dry enough for this," and it's dry. And he said, "Well, I've got that bandsaw there." He's got a monster bandsaw in there. It's like industrial sized bandsaw. And before long, he was saying, "Would it fit in here?" He showed an empty spot in his shop, and I said, "Well, yeah, not the whole thing, but every part of it would fit in there, sure." I mean, he's got a concrete floor level surrounded by machines, and before long he was talking about we. we could do this or we could do that, and he was studying this all the time, trying to figure out how it worked, where the shafts were, and I told him about the Babbitt bearings, and he talked about this winter, and before long it was looking like I've got somebody else to build this with me, and if I think we're going to do it, and he's got family all around. His son-in-law, his son has a sawmill, but it's a modern bandsaw mill, big, beautiful. I stopped and looked at it at one point. It's right near there, Baker Summit, and his son-in-law is in the farm right below, where in Halter Creek Valley. He's got family all around there, and one of the things that stops me on this is, all right, so I rebuild it, I get it set up, and it would work. Who's going to run it? My son would have no interest in that. My nephews, I don't think, or my grandsons, I don't think they would either. Nobody in my family would be really interested in this. And a sawmill like that really needs at least two people to run it. One to run the saw, somebody to off-bear the lumber and the slabs and stuff, and three would really be better. Well, he's got them there. I think my sawmill is finally going to have a home, and I think it's probably going to be beautifully rebuilt. I bought that about 55 years ago when I came here, and it was not operable really then. It was almost. But in those 55 years, I've moved it around to pieces. The wood is rotted. But I think it's going to be revived. And and another thing, I see Mervyn's, the Mennonites, and especially the Amish, well, the Mennonites, they don't read English that much, and with the exception of Elam, my Amish friend, he reads all the time English, but they deal with the pictures. And I have this book, which I got out, and I haven't shown him this yet, but this is a 4-volume set of Audell's Guide to Carpentry or Building or whatever, and there is an image of it too. And the more images that I can come up with, the better, because that's kind of the way we're going to build it. I think it's almost certain, because he was excited about this, as excited as an 82-year-old Mennonite would be, and we speak the same language, because that was going to be my trade if I had not gone into teaching. Well, I'll see how this video goes, and some of you online could maybe get involved in this. If you want to search, maybe in the comments, I'll give some information about images of what we need that would help us. Bye for now.